Zhoage.
Guys, welcome to the Changpump Zhoage AMA.
Yeah.
We have Ash representing the team. I'm Achilles. Welcome to the Haven. Just a quick reminder that nothing you hear on this AMA is financial advice, and AMAs are a chance for our community to ask questions. They're not endorsements. Ash, why don't you go ahead and tell us about the project?
All right. Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing? My name is Ash. I don't have to tell my background because it's pretty extensive, but we launched this project with my partner, Crypto Girl. We've launched several projects in the past, but this one just came about off the hype and the inspiration from the original token. And so we just took that and we just turned it into a female version because the last time we made a project with made a boy version out of it, it turned out pretty good. So we did that. So it started off as just a meme token, but then the amount of support from the community that we got, we wanted to push it even further. So instead of just a regular meme project, we wanted to turn it into an NFT and a mini play to earn game project. So we're in the process of developing some games right now, and that's about it. We did end up reaching an all-time high of 47K when we were barely left for dead in the beginning, and every day was a struggle. We kept fighting. The community kept fighting back, taking it to new higher lows every day. And our chart still looks really good, and we're still here. So basically, we have a female version. So basically, what it is that we took a meme token. We want to give it some utility. We're going to give it utility in many different ways, either through memes or through community competitions and trivia. And also, later on, once we reach a certain market cap, we're going to build a flagship game that will give the token all the utility it needs. But at the same time, everything is going to evolve around the story mode. So we're going to have chapters for our character. We gave her a backstory. I'm working on the first chapter of her story, and we're going to have story-based NFTs, story-based games, and until when the story is complete, when our character reaches her destination, we're going to create a mini animated series out of it with some incentives for the holders.
All right, you're saying that the utility it's like a story comic, is what I'm getting, right?
Yes, exactly.
How does it actually main utility for the coin? How is it financially related to the coin?
It's related to the coin. Where we will have, I'm not going to disclose too much, some special hidden clues inside the animated series. And in order to participate in those events, you would have to use the token to participate in those events.
Like a
Hidden like a little mystery, hidden clues. You solve the mystery, you win the prize. And in order to participate in that, you would have to use your token.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Tell us about the launch itself. So you guys said you stealthed it or you fared it?
We still launched it. And the first day we reached an all-time high of close to 9K. I think maybe a little bit above 9K. But then, the usual stuff happens, and it just dipped down, just kept dipping down, and we were barely almost left for dead. And then a couple of community members just bonded together, and we built it right back up and took it down to a stable 5K. The next day we took it up even further, but then the dips happened again, and then we just kept each day just building a new floor every day. So the launch itself went great. It was stealth, but it was a struggle after that. It was a struggle, but we managed to pull through every time.
I've been there, man. I remember one of my projects I fought between like 15 and 40K for like a week. It was exhausting.
Yeah. So I mean, right now our floor is in the 20s. It's in the 20s. That's our solid floor. We did manage to hit 47K. But one thing happened with this project that I've never seen in the BSC space or in any other space before. We hit an all-time high when we were hovering around 9K, about 10K mark. We hit an all-time high of about 24K, and the day was over. Most of my community is from Europe and Asia, and they went to sleep. I was probably the only American here, and everybody abandoned me. They all went to sleep. Not abandoned me. They went to sleep, and I was left there all alone. And there was another American. He was there, so we were just chatting. He's looking at the chart. He goes, "Ash, that chart hasn't moved one bit. It's been 4 hours." I looked at the chart. I was like, "You know what? You're right." I said, "When does this happen? You hit an all-time high, and the chart never dips, not one cell." So I took a screenshot of it. I wrote a little piece about it. I said, "This is something I've never seen." And the chart held there for 9 hours before moving. And when it did move, it only moved up. And that was the support from the community. They diamond handed that thing to the fullest.
It's a pretty great feeling, isn't it? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, I have so many questions. I mean, tell us, like, all right, so what gave you the idea for this?
What was that again?
What gave you the idea for this project?
The idea came to my partner because my partner's always been telling me, because I have tons of concepts. I do have tons of concepts and written plenty of white papers. But I've always been told it's not the time to launch. It's not the time to launch. Wait till the market gets a little bit better. Wait till the market has an uptrend. It's not the time for those type of projects. Everybody wants to follow. Everybody wants to follow a trend or what's hype. So that's how this project came about. So that the original token, I mean, I really don't want to say the name because we went through hell with them. They had an inspirational story to it because they were almost dead, and then they got lucky with the tweet, and it pumped big time. And she decided, she's like, you know what, let's just make a girl version out of it. So that was the inspiration and the idea behind the project. Like, okay, let's make a girl version out of it. If it takes off, we can do things to it. And everybody that knows me, they know that when I write my white papers, I mean, it's not like years ago when I used to write my white papers. They used to be like 25, 30 pages long. Now my white papers are simple. But like, okay, you know, you guys support us, give us the demand, and we'll supply it.
Okay. A light paper, if you will.
Yeah.
I just like that. People call it that. All right. Okay, audit, KYC, any of the information as far as security is concerned?
Security, since we're at such a low market cap right now, KYC, as far as like with any company, I don't think I'll do that. But doxing, my community knows exactly where I live. They know how many cats I have, and they know my name. They know my email addresses. They know everything about me. So I have no idea of doxing myself, but I'm not going to go in KYC just so somebody could write my name on a piece of paper.
Dude, they know your address?
Some do.
Oh.
Because sometimes when we're on the VC, I'll just turn on the video and you'll see the addresses right on the house and the street names and everything.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. I'm in the Pocono Mountains.
You're in the Poconos. Okay. All right.
In the Poconos, yeah.
That's what's up. That's exciting.
Yeah.
All right.
And as far as like the security audit for the contract, we haven't done anything yet. We're waiting to reach a certain market cap. Once we reach a certain stable floor, where the project will be able to sustain, where the chart will be able to sustain itself daily with the volume, then we would lower the taxes and renounce the contract.
You plan on renouncing?
Yeah.
Bold.
To lower the taxes, lower them enough where it will be attractive to exchanges such as Hotbit and BitTrue. Low enough for that, but decent enough to sustain the project.
Okay. I mean, I got to be honest with you. Renouncing kind of scares me, especially at the early stages of a project. Like it's
This is exactly what I tell my community members when they ask about renouncing the contract. I said at this stage it's impossible. I said let's reach a certain market cap where the project is and the chart is going to sustain itself. Then we'll lower the taxes. It'll be attractive to the exchanges, and then we'll renounce the contract.
That's fair. What about what's your marketing strategy been up to this point? So what have you guys been doing? It sounds like this is a community point. I love to see. Yeah. There's not.
We started when we launched. We went into rapid fire mode. We had a bunch of pre-launch calls and post-launch calls, rapid fire mode. Then we had a cool down period where it was in organic mode. After the organic mode, we went back into rapid fire mode. And currently, we just completed our rapid fire mode, and now we're back into organic mode. And that's how we built a solid community and built the confidence and trust from the community. Because we gave them the best. We gave them the best, and it was just up to the community to hold it. And unfortunately, about 55% of them didn't hold it, and 45% are still here. And
Okay.
that's our base.
What do you have? Let's take a look.
What was that again?
How many holders do you guys have? Let me take a look at that real fast.
We have about 142.
You're just at that line, man.
Yeah.
150 is the moon.
Yeah. So that's how it is with that. Whatever's remaining, those are our diamond hand solid foundation.
That is great. All right, I'm looking at a few things right here. So you guys have some big holders. What's the max wallet contract?
The max wallet is 2%.
That would not be accurate. You have 2.9% holders.
No, okay. Let me explain.
Okay.
We went through a competition, and the majority of the community agreed that let's increase the max wallet just for this competition for our diamond hands, and we increased it for about half hour.
Okay. So
yeah, it's a way to show a token of gratitude to our diamond hand supporters.
Makes sense. Okay, so you got about 6 holders or 4 holders that are above 5.
Above 2.5, yeah.
Yeah, and then the rest are all below 2. Okay. Yeah. I mean, your top 34 holders are above 1%. So we're looking at about 60% of the supply. 50% of the supply already accounted for about.
Yeah, and those are.
Do you have a whale chat for these people?
No, not yet.
That might be a good idea. That is a large amount of the supply, but if they're all behind you, that can actually be amazing.
Yeah, and if you look at the wallets, none of them sold a single token.
That's awesome.
Every dip they got, they kept accumulating, supporting the chart.
Okay, let's see what else is about this contract here. So let me see your deployer version. Okay, what are the tokenomics? What are the percentages that come out of this thing?
It's 8-8. We have 6 going into marketing, 2 into it's 5 into marketing, 2 into LP, and 1 for dev fee.
Okay.
Yeah, and the dev fee is used. Basically, it was supposed to be a developer's fee because it costs money to run a computer 24/7, and we just been using it to do buybacks, to put green on the chart.
Dude, I love dev fees, and the reason being, I don't want a dev to take the marketing wallet, make money.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how that works.
Yeah,
it makes little sense otherwise. All right,
yeah.
So.
I just real quick. I just recently started doing that after a lot of people kept telling me, like in our previous projects, we always ended up with 0 or even below 0. And somebody says, "Why don't you add a 1% dev fee to that?" I said, "No, it doesn't feel right. No, add the 1% dev fee to the contract." And that's when I started doing it. I was like, "Oh wow, it does pay off. I could use it however I want. So if the chart dips a little bit, I can use it for buybacks, and just to put the green on the chart."
100%. Like it is well worth it. It makes way more sense to me than devs holding dev bags, which they sell and hurts the project. Because no one ever wants to, especially if they love their project. And way more money than keeping the marketing wallet when it's dead because, well, people want you to spend that to the very least provide liquidity. So, how long is your liquidity locked for?
The liquidity is locked for 30 days, but we're going to extend it.
Okay. Do you hold the contract itself? You are the deployer?
Yes, I am the deployer.
Well, that's good to know. I don't know, man. Honestly, when it comes to meme coins, like there's not a huge amount to talk about. What do you want us to know about your project? Like, why should we give you money?
Because I'm a nice guy, I guess. I'm just joking. Well, actually, I don't want anybody to just give us money. What I would want them to join the community, get to know the community, get to know the team, get to know the vision, because technically with our backgrounds, we can take anything and make something out of it. I come from an acting and filmmaking background, so I write stories, I write screenplays, and that's how we took Zoa's character. We gave her a backstory, we gave her chapters on her vision and what she needs to do, and all the obstacles that she has to go through. So we don't want anybody to just blindly come into the Telegram group and start putting green on the chart. No, we want them to sit back and talk, ask the tough questions, the toughest of questions, and just go ahead and say, address your concerns, what you're concerned about, get to know the team. And then when you feel comfortable enough that you think that this could be going somewhere with the plans that we have. And we're innovative in a way that in a moment's notice, we could just come up with something unique and new.
Oh, okay. Unique and new. So, like, all right, we talked about some utility, but
Yeah.
in between here and there, that's a long road, man. What do you plan on doing with your community in between here and, I assume it would at least be a week or two to get the utility out? Forgive me, I'm so sorry. I don't know why people keep calling me. Right? Yeah. What's the game until then? So, like, the coins I've seen in the bear market that have done really well have really just had communities band around them, right? I've seen shilling contests, I've seen all the fun stuff you can.
That's okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's exactly what we've been doing. We've been doing shilling contests. We've been doing buy competition. We've been doing a bunch of fun activities. We want to do some type of mini game bots in Telegrams just to keep the community active. And usually if you ever hang out in our chat, you see the VCs open 24/7. There's always somebody in there. We're just going in there, we're just engaging in the VC, and then somebody will come by, ask the questions. But we want to do a lot more. But since it's just a team of two, we're wearing so many different hats at the same time. It's like we don't get enough time to actually prep all this stuff out. But hopefully when things start to like mellow out a little bit, we'll be able to come up with some cool ideas, like even trivia games, even like some card games right within the Telegram, or even have it a voice chat viewing party or something like that, where the holders and the community will be able to exchange tokens with one another. And that's one of your utilities right there. You could play games like, I bet you 10 tokens I'll win. Oh no, I'll bet you 10 tokens I'll win. So then there you go. You win, you lose, you send the 10 tokens over, and there goes, that's a part of the utility. That's quick utility. Quick draw utility.
Quick draw utility.
There you go.
That's excellent. All right. So assuming, I'm going to ask every dev this week this question. Assuming the financial news is what we're all expecting over tomorrow and Thursday, we're going to see a pretty substantial dip in the market.
Okay.
Well, it doesn't necessarily affect us on the smart chains that much. It definitely affects the amount of new investors that we bring in. Do you have any plans to reach out to new people to bring them into the coin? Because it's going to be a little bit tough this week.
It's going to be a little bit tough. So do I have any plans to reach out to new people to bring new investors in? I basically do that almost every day. I go into other communities. I go and I speak. And then when I speak and I tell them about the project that we've launched. And every day we're bringing in new investors. Some of them are coming in through shilling. Some of them are coming in through rating. And like I said, we don't want anybody to just blindly come in and just start putting green on the chart. We want them to get to know the community, get to know the project, get to know the team, get to know what we're about. We want them to feel comfortable enough to be able to like spend money on the chart and hopefully have the patience to see what the outcome is going to be.
This is a solid answer. Okay. Let me see if I have any more questions myself. Oh, how big is your team?
How big is what?
How big is your team?
2. We're a team of 2, and then a bunch of volunteers in the community.
Just you and Crypto Girl?
Just me and Crypto Girl.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Awesome. Okay. All right, Haven, while I look through the voice chat question or the text questions, anybody who wants to do one with VC, go ahead.
Achilles?
That's me.
He
I am.
said the marketing is 5%, but on the website is 6.
He said 6%.
I have a question.
Okay.
Let's just wait for Amos to finish, and then you can ask your question. Amos, did I answer it?
Yeah, I'm done with my
I just
question.
wanted to know when are you going to put up the utilities and when you are going to put up the NFTs in the project, as it was mentioned, as I read there. So, what's the plan for NFTs and the utilities?
Okay, the plan for the NFTs is we just dropped the preview of the design of the NFTs on Sunday. On Sunday, as far as like when the NFTs are going to be released, we're not sure about that, but we're still in the process of talking with developers. Because, like I said, we don't want to just go out and dish out a copycat product. We want to make it unique. So we're in talks with a bunch of developers and on how we to do that. And once we reach 100K, that's when you'll start to see a lot of products being dropped. We already have the design for the game being worked on. I spoke to my designer last night, and told him exactly what I want in the game, and he started working on the game today. And as far as how long it's going to take, but like I said, it's a team of two, and it all depends on the means that we have access to. That's the key feature, because we're using the marketing wallet and the dev wallet for everything.
All right. So, we need to reach 100K. Actually, so you have to help us out, right, mate?
I actually aped this really hard. I mean, again, not an endorsement, never an endorsement on an AMA, but
Never financial advice.
and we did this AMA for free just because like they've got the spirit, and
And we appreciate it, and believe me, my community appreciates it too.
no, man, I appreciate you guys. Like, I don't really see people that stick this violently with a project. That makes me very happy. Like, that's what BSC needs.
Yeah, the only gripe they have is that they say you should stop by more often, hang out in the VC more often.
I love you guys. Yeah, a lot of people want that. I'm going to do my best. I promise.
We'd
Hey guys,
appreciate it.
can I ask a question?
Oh,
Okay.
yes. You may ask a question. You may do that now if you so chose.
What are the future plans for partnerships to attract more investors? Because partnerships are what brings more people, investors to the project. So, any plans in the future for that?
Okay, I'm pretty sure the question was about partnerships.
I'm also pretty sure about that.
Yeah.
Okay. Future plans for partnerships. We're actually working on. We were trying to reach out. Actually, the crazy thing about it is that with the original one, I reached out to them to try to form a partnership because it looks like we have one common goal and both similar names. One is a boy version, one is a girl version, but I got snubbed. And not only did I get snubbed, we got sabotaged. We got fudded so much. We had to create 3 Twitter accounts. And every time they kept coming by, they kept sabotaging our charts. But that's besides the point. But that was one partnership we were trying to work on. We're constantly working on partnerships. Anybody that can come to us, we're basically a kind of a cat coin. So anybody can just come to us, and like I said, our minds are like innovative. I can always quickly just think of something like, hey, let's do this. You guys want to partner? So I'm always open to collaboration. Always open to collaboration with any and anybody. But as far as future partnerships going, this is like in the long run. In the long run, because of my background, once we create the animated series, that animated series can turn into a full-fledged series. Once that full-fledged series, that could turn into a feature. And once we get to that level, we're talking about partnerships with either Netflix and many of the major streaming services.
What? Did you say Netflix?
Netflix, that's right.
Oh, all right. I hope that happens. But that is a long shot, my man.
It is a long shot, but there are many alternatives out there. It's not like it was 10, 15 years ago.
I will say contact, it's all possible these days, but like it is.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like just a real brief. When I was first making movies, it was really hard. You had to have a distributor. You had to have an agent. You had to have this. You had to have money for the marketing and everything. Nowadays, you could just make a film and go ahead and just stream it live, and you can still make money.
Okay. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like,
Yes.
I remember Cuphead.
Yeah, so things change. Things change with technology. Things change, makes life a lot easier, makes things a lot easier. It's like years ago, I spent a ton of money on a camera that a simple phone beats it big time.
That's my man. Yeah, it's insane. All right, let's see what else we got here. Which one are you going to type in questions for me?
Hey, Eclipse.
Hey, buddy. Yeah, you can go ahead. I'm reading through which ones we them already.
All right. Sorry, I kind of didn't like get all the info from when he was talking about project, but I could just backtrack you for a while. And I see you actually launched the project based on the success of the previous project. Do you have any link whatsoever to the previous project and the Changpump Zhoage, right? Do you have like any partnership with the team or something like that?
No, I don't. I have no connections with the team or anything of that nature. I try to reach out. I try to form a collaboration, and basically, you know how it is when you get a lucky tweet, things get to your head, and when you're starting, you kind of look down on people. So that's what it was. We got snubbed, and that was it. So I have no,
Okay,
we have no connections with them whatsoever, and that's why we like to call our project ZHOA, because because of the name. But the name is there, but we like to just refer to her as ZHOA.
all right.
It's a
Okay,
sad
so
the thing is that it's a sad situation. Meanwhile, we could have collaborated and make something big out of it, and come up with some unique concepts, unique innovations, and unique ideas, unique storylines. That's a boy. Our character's a girl. It could have been a nice friendship. It could have even been a love story that I could have turned into an animated series or even a feature film. I mean, you just never know. But
right.
it is what it is. I mean, what are you gonna do? We're just gonna have to find her a new boyfriend somewhere.
That's hilarious, man. All right, so I was thinking there's like a connection, but obviously there's none. But that being said, you had an all-time high market cap of around 49K, you mentioned, right?
Yeah, I think 47 and a half.
Okay, so what are you currently sitting on based on market
20,
cap?
25. We're currently sitting on
Did you
25.
25? Oh, well, that's good. All right. So, what's the plan going forward? Because I'm more interested in the token. So, what's the plan going forward? How do you intend to build back and maybe surpass the all-time high, or what's the confidence boost for potential investors or maybe intending investors like myself? What do you have planned for us going forward?
We actually have a ton planned. We have this AMA today, and from here we're going to build on that. We want to invite as many new members into the community. We want to be able to engage. So now our rapid fire succession is kind of cooling down. Now we want to get back into the rapid fire succession, but in the future, what we want to do is we want to, once we have established a product or two that's functional, at least even in demo phase, alpha phase, we want to reach out to YouTube promos, some TikTok promos, because now it doesn't make any sense to reach that type of media when you don't have anything to showcase. Because what are they going to talk about? Okay, ZHOA, it's just a meme token. No, so we want to be able to have a product or a game or something that somebody can showcase and promote it on YouTube.
All right. Well, thank you for your honest answers, and I guess I'll have to jump in on your TG and then get more answers and possibly stick around.
We'll see you there. Hop in the VC when it's open.
All right. Thank you, Eclipse. Take it away.
Buddy, thanks for being here. Anybody else have a VC question? I mean, you guys are doing such a good job. Elon for King, you're awesome. I'm watching you answer all these questions as they come in. So I don't have a huge amount of. Oh, there you go. text questions to read. Yeah. Matt's making some awesome comments. Okay, who has another VC question? Let me see if I can unmute him.
Hey, hello. Hello.
Hello.
I just want to say that I'm not part of the team, but my heart is, and it's because of the fact that I've spent 12 days with Ash, nonstop in the VC. The man's amazing.
Elon for King, the amount of questions that you're answering and the amount of spirit you're pumping into this, and you're not part of the team, is truly inspiring. That's awesome, man.
Thanks,
It's
Elon.
been in
We
here for-
appreciate you.
I know you do, Ash, and I appreciate you more, brother.
That's my man. All right.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, good day. Okay, so I just wanted to ask if the team has any experience in the crypto space, or do they have past projects before, or this is actually the first? And do they intend on doing any KYC or audit anytime soon?
Okay, I think I got that question. You really want me to answer that? Okay, the team, we've been into the crypto space for a while. My partner has been into the crypto space for a while. Me, I go as far as back as almost 6 years. When the first meme coin, Dogecoin, was out there, that's how long I've been around. And in my past projects, before I started studying the BSE space, I built my team and I. I mean, it's actually a long story, but I guess when we're hanging out in the VC over in my group, we'll talk about it. My team and we built the only blockchain-based operating system at that time because I invested into crypto. We had the flash crash, and there were not that many stable coins at that time. So when you try to switch, okay, let me switch to this coin, maybe this will hold up. Everything was just crashing. So I lost a ton of money. So at that time, I decided that I'm just going to study the blockchain itself. Forget about the coins, forget about the logos, forget about the website. So I started studying the blockchain tech, and then that's when I know that the tech is real. The tech can actually change lives. The tech can actually make things a lot better in this world. So that's when I started writing concepts on how it can make things better in this world. So I wrote a couple of concepts that were almost went to production phase, but some internal differences put it on hold. But I met a group of students, and we became friends. And then when I told them about my idea about the blockchain-based operating system called IXOS, and these kids were programmers, and they're like, "Hey, you know what? Let's give it a try." So they took it upon themselves to study the code, to study the blockchain, and they built the blockchain-based operating system. And we actually had it in beta phase, believe it or not. I still have the ISO on my computer. We had it in beta phase, and now we needed to hire user interface UX designers, and at the same time, the pandemic kicked in, and I lost my job, and I couldn't fund it anymore. So that's been on standstill ever since. But over the last couple of years, I've even if I wasn't involved in crypto, but I just kept writing concepts down. Even up until this day, I still have like 3 different projects that I want to launch on BSC that could be blockbusters, but then again, you just never know because it's always rolling dice. And I haven't launched them yet because it's not the time for that at the moment. So we have pretty extensive experience in the crypto space. And I've been involved in the BSC for the last 8 months. And after, you know how the term goes, getting wrecked after wreck, I just decided, let me just study the chart, let me study BSC, and let me study the mindset of the BSC. And it is what it is with the way BSC, mind is. And what I want to do is I want to actually hold re-education camps, because it seems like most people don't understand how the taxes work, how the basic economics of the chart works. And you see these people, they'll buy in now, and 5 minutes later they're selling. We're like, you kidding me? That doesn't make any sense. So that's when I said, let me just start launching my own projects. And my partner and I, when we got together, we started launching projects. Our previous project was Shino Inu, that hit 50K. That was our previous project. We've done other projects, and basically all of our projects, they're at least did 30, 40x, 50x. But the key, just let me add one note to that. The key element what we were missing in those projects. Now those projects could have been huge successes. They could have held a stable floor. What we were missing in those projects was a solid community. A solid community. We had people telling us one thing in our face and doing something behind our backs. And that's why those projects ended up the way they did. But when we started this one and the amount of support that we're getting right from the very first night, any other project would have just left a goodbye note and just left. But the community got together, we built it back up. And this was the key element that we were missing in all other projects. And that's why we're going to be here for our community and we're going to fight to the fullest to get this thing to work.
All right, all right. Thanks so much for the honest answers.
You're welcome. Did I lose connection?
No, I was on mute. I was just talking to myself.
Okay. You know, TG's been acting up these last couple of weeks, so I have to make sure.
TG has been acting up from the day I downloaded it.
I've been in TG for 6 years, and it's never been like this before.
Man, we got the users.
Yeah.
It's gotten bigger.
Yeah.
What's that?
I say TG is fucked up.
Look who it is.
Yeah, look who it is, huh?
Who it is.
I'm still waiting for your DM reply.
Yeah, sure. Why don't you reply to my DMs, man? I send you all those pictures. All those replies. I get nothing. What is this?
Chill.
Okay. Hi, Shrimpy. Why you just DM'd me? Can I ask, please? Yeah, man. Just go ahead. You Gucci?
Thank you, Achilles.
You're welcome.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
We can.
Yeah,
yes.
I can.
Okay. In such a competitive environment, how do you plan to scale and develop your project to a greater height in order to reach for the moon? And how can you differentiate yourself from your competitor in time investor support? Most project is poor in this aspect. You get my question, sir?
Yes, I got it.
Okay, thank you.
The key ingredient, how do you differentiate yourself from others, is your community. When you have a community that wants it, when you have a community that demands it, that's one thing how you differentiate yourself. You don't have make-believers in your community that tell you that they want this product, and when you actually release the product, are not around for the utility. The same people who are asking for utility every day, what's your utility? 85% of them are gone by the time you actually release the utility. That's one of the key components. And what's going to differentiate us from other competitors is the way our minds work. We come from various backgrounds. I have an extensive background. I can go all the way back, but I'm not going to, we do 3D design, we do visual effects, I do editing, I do filmmaking, I do screenwriting, we do everything. So that's how you look at something, you think something is so simple that it's just a copycat, but with just a little bit of twist, you can make it unique with the blink of an eye. So that's how it is. You're always thinking about new concepts, the way how you can introduce something new to the community, and that's what hopefully it's going to differentiate. But like I said, the key component is the demand from within your community. So if you have a large enough community that demands it and you supply it, you should be good to go. And then you start your expansion from there. Did I lose connection?
Nope. I hope that answered the question. All right, let's assume that answered the question, Mr. YU. All right, does anybody else have any questions for Mr. Ash K?
Hello.
Hello.
Hear me?
We can hear you. Yep.
Actually, this is not a question. This is more of a comment, and I'd like to attest to the statement of Elon a while ago that Ash is one of the best devs I've ever met. He's been there 24/7. He's working nonstop. You can communicate with him anytime. So hats off to him. So that's something that I'm one of the holders here. I've been here since day one. I've tried to support as much as I can, and been holding the bags and never sold, because I believe that one component is already covered. The dev is already there. We have a great community. Actually, that's two components. Maybe just a little bit more support from newer investors would bring this to newer heights. That's just my comment. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. Ash, you are very dedicated, my man. You seem to have got a group of people around you.
Thanks. I actually those of you I only started sleeping about 2 nights ago.
Oh,
The first 9 days I only had about only close to about 6 hours of total sleep.
that's
Yeah, if I can comment again. Sorry, Achilles, with your
please.
permission.
Yes.
Okay, that's also one thing I saw. He even asks permission if he can take a bath.
Oh,
I do.
So that's he's really there. He's really there every time. So it's really different. It's something that I found very special about the project. Not so much about it being a meme or the hype behind the name itself, but it's more of the dedication of the devs and as well as the team. So Crypto Girl is also there every time, and the team itself. So Wales, I think, and Peace Warrior, really, really there every time. So they should check it out. The listeners should check this out.
excellent. All right.
Let me thank you. Let me just add to that. He's actually right. I do ask if, okay, guys, can I go take a shower? Can I go have breakfast? Because a funny story happened real quick with Shino. Now if we had the support for Shino that we do now, that Shino would have been it would have been skyrocketed right now, because it was a good concept, good graphics. I had a good story to it. So it was one morning when the chart dipped and we pumped it back up, and I was in the VC for 36 hours straight. And I made one comment. I said, okay, guys, let me go have breakfast. Let me go take a shower. I'll be back in about an hour. I close the VC. I come back. I see a comment. Where's the dev? He's gone. And that's it. That caused a panic and the chart dumped. So true story.
For one of my projects, this is a true story. I went to go shower, and it's gone like 35 minutes. And the chart was down like 30% when I came back, and then sat back down on video. It went back up. That's insane. And
It is.
you listening, don't do that to devs. That's oh.
And that's what happened. But unfortunately, because our marketing wallet was already dry, and we were just counting on organic growth, and we didn't have that support to build it back up organically. And that's what happened. That's why it's like when you're in the VC and I'm joking around my community, I'll joke around. I was like, guys, can I go take a shower? Don't cheat on me now, please.
Yeah, gotta watch those showers. All right. Final question. I'm going to give it to one person if there's interest. Does anybody want to ask a question?
Yeah, I have a question. Yeah, Ash. I just want to know. I mean, what keeps you going? Having been with you, like, what keeps you going? I mean, 247. You're in the VC. You never sleep. I mean, I really want to have that superpower because you're superwoman. So just tell the house. I mean, what keeps you going? What keeps you awake? People leave. People leave the chat or leave the voice chat. They go out. They run their daily businesses and come back. You are still in the VC. Why people are asleep? Why people are awake? So tell us. I mean, what really keeps you going? I really personally want to know. I really want to get that superpower. Yeah.
Well, they call me the robot dev. I don't know, maybe I am a robot or something. But no, in all seriousness, what keeps me going is that when I find something that I like and when I find something that I'm passionate about, I give it my all, no matter what. It's the same story when I used to write screenplays. If an idea just comes to me and I think that it's going to take off, it's going to look really good on paper and look good when we actually film it, I'll just stay up without sleep and just continue to write, and until it's finished. And it's the same story here. And like I said, with all our previous projects, we were missing this key component, which is the community. And the way I saw how the community showing this compassion towards us, and I want to reward them by showing double the amount of compassion back, and to let them know that we're here, we're going to work nonstop, and we're going to make this thing work one way or another.
Question. All right, Ash, if you have any final closing comments, now is the time. I'm going to end the recording in just a minute.
That's it. We're done already. I thought we were hanging out.
Man, if you guys want to chill for a long time, y'all are welcome to.
You can always hop over in our voice chat. You can always hop over if you guys want to hang out and have a good time and get to experience a very nice, joyful family. What I want to say is to everybody here is like, we're at a moment now. We have a solid floor, and we're going back into the organic phase. We're going back into the education phase, the conversation phase, the engagement phase. I encourage everybody who's listening here to join our Telegram. And this is not financial advice. I don't want you to go and start buying up the charts without even knowing what you're getting into. To get to know the project, get to know what it could become if given the opportunity. That's all it's about. It's about giving the opportunity. Because if you give us the opportunity to make something, we're going to make something happen. But if you don't, if you have doubts, nothing can come to fruition. So you give us the opportunity, give us the chance to make something happen. Just come by, hang out, have a conversation, ask the tough questions, and then when you feel confident and have that trust and comfortable enough, and you feel like you want to be able to invest into this project because it could turn into something in the future, then you go ahead and do it. But I encourage everybody to just come by, come join our VC. We have a ton of fun over there. We're always in the voice chat. We're always engaging. We're always conversing. And we want to make a fun project that hopefully everybody in our community can benefit from it in the near future. We just don't we don't want a handful of people. We don't want the wrong people to have all the benefits. And in BSC, most cases that's what's happening. You have the loyal supporters always getting screwed at the end. And I want to be able to change that. We want to be able to change that. That's why we want to reward our holders. They supported us, and we're going to be there for them. We're going to build something that's actually going to make their wallets fatter and make them earn something in the future. And have fun at the same time. We're sick and tired of the Jeeters winning. Sick and tired. Because not only they screw everything up for the project, they screw everything up for the community, they screw everything up for the community members, and they screw things up for the team. And this is what we want to change here. We bond together, we build together, and we have success together.
Let's go. All right, guys, I'm going to end the recording right now.